It's my life, my life.
Yo, what's the deal? I'm Latwan, and today we're going to talk about personas. Now, personas is usually not something that's talked about as far as in the mainstream. I'm going to say at least the word persona. It's not used very often in the mainstream on social media or anything like that, but people are aware of what a persona is. The definition, the simple definition of a persona is basically the character that a person chooses to maneuver through life with. So a few examples of personas I would say is a thug persona. Everybody's familiar with that. An intelligent persona, a party persona, an angry persona, a quiet persona. Like it's a lot of personas out there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be naming that for how I ain't no telling how long. But anyways, basically, the thing with personas are, people tend to not pick the persona that they are. So I'm just gonna use a prime example. I'm gonna use myself. The persona that I'm more of a reserved type of dude. I'm more of a quiet kind of person. I'm not necessarily a dude that's a life of the party type of guy. Like if I'm in a group or something, I'm the guy that's sitting back watching the group. I'm not the guy in the middle of the group. And that's just who I am, true to my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm my most, I won't even say comfortable, but that's just who you know what I'm saying? People know who they are. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. Now, you can go out here in the world and try to act like you this fun person or you more than what you are. But every day when you go home at night or whenever the fuck you at home, when you look yourself in the mirror, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know what you identify with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more of a person, like I said, I'm more of a quiet person. I'm more of a person that talks about serious things than just sit up and just BS with people all day. And I've always had that about me, but I used to fight it. You know what I'm saying? I spent quite a lot of time in my adult years trying to fight my actual persona that goes with who I am. So you could just imagine, just think about the energy that I was using, basically pushing away my real self. When I knew that this is who I was, I knew that I'm not necessarily a dude that you gonna catch me like partying and doing stuff like that. Like you're not gonna catch me doing that. And it's not, and my problem what came with that is just that when you were younger and adult, you care about what people think about you. Regardless, you still gonna always care about what people think about you. But the older you get, the more you start realizing, okay, I care what y'all think about me, but at the same time, the average person don't really care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, even if they got something to say to you, they really don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about what you got going on in your life. They don't care. They're just giving you an observation of what they see and take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn that. Look, you just got to accept it's a certain crowd that I'm just not going to fit in with. You know what I'm saying? And I can sit up and I can force myself to become that person. But like I said, when you wake up every day and you look yourself in the mirror and you know that you're not being who you are, that's like a burden. You know what I'm saying? That's a burden within. And I feel like that's the biggest burden you can have. You know what I'm saying? When you fight yourself all the time because you worried about how you're perceived externally. Instead of you just being who you are, accepting who you are, accepting what you are, what you've grown to be, find the people that is like that, and you connect and you build with those people instead of trying to, say for instance, being an intelligent person, but you go hang with a whole bunch of hoodlums. Them dudes ain't trying to hear nothing that you're talking about. And it's not that they trying to discredit you or they some probably are, but most of the time, they not trying to discredit you. You can still be cool with that type of crowd, but after a while, it's just not gonna work because y'all just not of the same mindset. It's gonna always be problems because you have to hang around like-minded people, even if it's. That's why I seen a comment that said, "Junkie love is the most powerful love," and it is. But you want to know why? To me, from my perspective, after seeing that, I think it's because these people know that they like-minded and they not going, and it ain't that many people in the world that's strung out on drugs. You know what I'm saying? That they could be strung out on drugs with. So of course they gonna deal with this person's BS because it's like, shoot, it's because regardless of what people say, it's not that many people that's strung out so bad on drugs to where they don't even, they can't function on just a regular basis. It's still a lot of drug addicts out there, people that's in the, business and all that, but they can still function. They can still get up and pay bills and stuff on time. So it's a rarity to be a junkie. And I think that's something that junkies understand. They understand you got to stick with what you know. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick with what you are instead of trying to blend in with the crowd. And I say all that to say it's just about identifying your persona. And honestly, like I said, everybody knows who they are. When you go home, you look yourself in the mirror, you know what you are. You know what I'm saying? You can try to tell, you can try to project a different image, because I'm gonna say with me, I already know when a person see me, I could just be dressed in a black shirt. When a person see me, because this has happened to me numerous of times, especially with white people, but it happened with black people too. When a person see me, I could see, like, because I watch body language of people, I could see them start looking at me different when I'm opening my mouth and I'm talking to them. So, and why I think, what I think in my head, I think it's because the initial judgment, they probably thought I was a thug or a hoodlum or some shit like that. But when they see when I open my mouth and I can articulate myself and sound like I got some damn sense, they was like, oh, okay, well, maybe he's not what I thought he was initially, because everybody judges you when they first meet you. You ain't even gotta say nothing. That's just psychological. You know what I'm saying? People gonna do that. But you have to be in motion with your persona, because granted, you can go out here and you can get with a persona and it could work for you. It can make a lot of money and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not really you. And who wants to be a person? I don't know, not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to do just anything for money. So I don't want to be famous and all that kind of stuff for somebody that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because if you famous for somebody that you're not, and you get around a fan, they're going to expect you, say if you a goofy motherfucker, they're going to expect you to be goofy around them. But they not going to know that that's not your real character, because that's all they know about you. You was famous for putting on wigs and dresses and all that kind of stuff on TikTok. Why you ain't acting like that here? Why you trying to act all manly? So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. It's like, you got to be who you are. And it makes it a lot easier for you to navigate in the world. It makes it a lot easier to be around like-minded people like you. So figure out your persona, man. Everybody know your persona. You know your persona. You just got to be honest with yourself and figure it out. That's food for thought. I'm going to holler at y'all.
It's my life, my life.